Hi, Sylvia here. Another Dephemerember, and today is 26 forgotten snacks. Now, this is going to be forgotten snacks. Yeah. Now, the first time when I came to the UK was in the 80s, the early 80s, 81. And when I came here from Germany, I did not think that the UK would not have the same as us, as the Germans. Like, same sweets, same snacks, same everything. I just assumed they would. Well, they didn't. And it wasn't until the early 90s when Aldi and Lidl arrived that I was able to get many of the snacks that I enjoyed in Germany. Some of which by that time I had actually forgotten about. This being one of them. Toffee, I'd completely forgotten. They only just arrived, like I think 2000 or something like that. I don't know. However, so this will be my background. I'm going to use that as my background. And I'm going to go back to the 80s, as it were. And I've made a start already because of all the measuring and everything. I'm going to introduce those of you that might not know to a little friend from the 80s who also arrived from the 80s, in the 80s, and that is Pac-Man. So I thought I'm going to put Pac-Man on here. It doesn't really matter whether he covers up the toffee there, as long as I get one toffee. So I'll put him like that, maybe. I glue him down. However, I've got a couple of other things that were not able to get back in the day when I first came, and that is Raffaello, Lindt chocolate, oh, it's upside down, Lindt chocolate, and my absolute favorite of all time, which is Duplo. There is loads, and I mean loads of other things that you can now buy everywhere, but this was so, I mean, I had my family ship boxes of sweets over because I couldn't get them. I didn't have them here. And every time I went over on holiday, my boot, the boot of the car was full of, people were bringing cigarettes and alcohol back. Our car was always full of chocolates or biscuits and things like that. I'm not saying that the UK, the UK has some great chocolates, just not my childhood chocolates. They do now, thankfully, and come Christmas time, I always buy an awful lot at Lidl. So I thought this is what I do. So I'm going to give Mr. Pac-Man here, who incidentally arrived from, I think it's Japan. Was it Japanese? With the game, I'll give him an eye. Not perfectly round, but it doesn't have to be, does it? So I was going to give him at first, because I think the real Pac-Man has like a black outline. I was going to do that, but I'm not now. So I'm going to, because this is a shiny surface, and I'm not 100% sure he will stick, but we'll try anyway, won't we? And oh, I do not have yellow cardboard. When I was trying to prepare for this, I was hunting high and low, and of course today the shops are closed, and I'm like, oh my goodness me, what am I going to do? Lucky for me, lucky, I remembered that I have got yellow acrylic. The only thing was, would the yellow acrylic be the right yellow? I know that might sound to some people might sound quite ridiculous, but yeah, would it be the right yellow, the Pac-Man yellow? Turns out it is. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy about that. Yes, so that is my story. I mean, obviously, I'm going to cut this down, but obviously, I have come and gone. I mean, I came in 81 and then I left in 86, and I came back in the 90s. So, you know, I haven't been here continuously, but I have been here continuously since the 90s. But it's just like, yeah, for somebody as young as I was in the 80s when I first came over, it was a surprise to say the least. I mean, like, I came from a country which hot and cold running water, for instance. And imagine my horror when I moved into army quarters and you have to, why is it upside down, silly woman? You had to put an immersion heater on to get hot water, and you couldn't have, you know, you couldn't have used as much water as you wanted to because, well, there wasn't enough in the pot, in the immersion heater. And oh, it was you know, that particular quarter we were in didn't have central heating. I mean, oh my God, who doesn't have central heating? You know, that sort of thing. And it was quite a shock for just somebody's just turned 19 at the before, you know, so or just turned 20. So yeah, it was a surprise. Now I'll take it all in my stride, whatever, you know. But yeah, so, and everybody says, you know, oh, you must have missed your family. Obviously, I missed my family. However, I really, really missed the food. German food, because that's obviously what I grew up with. So I really missed that. And to this day, I mean, you know, now you can get virtually everything, can't you, really? I mean, thank God for Lidl, that's all I can say, and Aldi. And I mean, I know that some people, although we are vegetarian, we don't eat meat, although some people shudder and in shock, I mean, I read herrings. So, you know, and yes, met, which is, well, which is basically raw meat, come to think of it. Or I think it's probably tartare. It's like steak tartare, I should think. It's probably the closest. So, you know, but yeah, so that's, it was an eye-opener. But now it is what it is, and I'm quite used to living here, and I'm quite happy here. Yeah, and in this time that I was here, I had actually forgotten some snacks. Like Duplo, no. Lindt, yes. Raffaello, yes. And many others I had forgotten about. Toffifee was one of the ones that I had forgotten. But now that we're all, well, once we were in the European Union, we are no longer, obviously. Now we can get everything I want. So, and as I said, I've been here so long. I'm so used to living here. I'm probably more English than most of the English. Anyway, that's it. Done. Those were my forgotten snacks. My German forgotten snacks. Okay, thanks for watching. And oh, it reminds me. That reminds me. I still have to. I'm going to do some journaling on that. So, forgotten snacks. Yes. Oh, goodness me, there's only 2 left to go now. I have no idea. Spaghetti box window. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, because spaghetti don't come in boxes over here. Well, it does, but I don't buy them like that. So, anyway, I'm sure I can come up with something. So, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you soon. Bye-bye.